Hey there, this is Hollywood from the gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, and you're watching RCW Spotlight, Rubber City Wrestling, real professional wrestling, not that flippy stuff. And if you don't watch, I know where you park your car.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Spike St. James, and if you were watching RCW Spotlight last week, you saw the incident between Ray Stewart and Miles Jacobs where Ray slapped Miles in the face. So what we are doing this week is Miles Jacobs and Ray Stewart are going to wrestle a match right here in the RCW studio, one-on-one.
I think the fact that Miles Jacobs has a friend refereeing this match is completely bogus.
This
is
sorry?
Stupid. I should have a friend ref all my matches. If so, I probably win some.
One, sir, I am a professional.
Oh, whatever.
Okay?
Yeah, I was cheated on my last match.
Sure you were.
Yeah, I was.
Anyways, I harbor no ill will towards you.
Whatever.
And I will show no favoritism towards him. In fact, the last time he and I were in a ring together, I did the same thing to him that I did to you. So, relax. It's fine. Okay?
Whatever.
All right. Ray, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Miles, you ready? All right. Wrestle! Get him out of the corner. Get him out of the corner, man. You know the rules.
Ropes!
Come on, Miles, get him off the ropes. Let him go.
It's at least 5 seconds.
Well, he gets a warning first, and then he counts. You know that.
Ah!
On the road, Miles. Let him go. Let him go.
You good? I'm good.
All right.
Is he good?
He's on the ropes, Ray. He's on the ropes. He's on the ropes. Come on, Ray. 1.
Oh, now you count. 3.
I gave you a
You gave me a 1 and 4.
4, man. Let
Shut
him go.
up.
Get him off the ropes. Get him off the ropes, Ray. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know if I get to 5, I gotta disqualify. Come on, Ray, what do you say? Do you submit?
No.
Do you submit? Do you submit, Ray? There's no tap outs, Ray. Do you submit?
Yes.
Ray submits. Ring the bell.
Hello and welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight. I am your host, your role model, Rick Lieb. And with me as always, feeding his face right now.
Howdy, diet food. It's amazing.
Oh man, is it diet? Make sure it's diet.
Doritos. It's not Doritos. They're like honey mustards.
Okay.
Sticks.
Anyway, Miles Jacobs.
Howdy.
And of course, the Don of professional wrestling and the King of Battle Royals, Frankie Andolini. Guys, I'm excited about today's show is going to be great.
It's going to be horrible.
We got the main event here. And I'm not talking about a tag team that's called the main event. I'm not talking about the main event mafia. I'm talking about the main event for this right here. It was the fight before Christmas. We're going to have Spike St. James and Die Hard the Hunter both in the exact same room at the exact same time.
Get a headache.
Just thinking about it?
Jason over
You
there.
better be good, man.
Jason over
Die
there.
Hard's my boy.
sweating.
I shouldn't have to be.
Jason, hey,
He's sweating.
Jason, here's how big this is. Jason has beefed up security for this one.
Yeah.
Jason, because you got Jason, I don't know who the other guy is. I think his
And
name
they're
is Michael.
all armed.
Michael.
Jason, we got Michael, we got Freddie. Sounds like a horror movie.
It does. And
But-
they're all armed.
But that's their names.
Yeah,
And it's a funny one.
Why do I need to act right?
Die Hard's gonna be on this show, and you
Because
know,
they're armed.
and they're
why.
armed. Yes.
So,
How do you know
It's his
I'm
bar.
not armed? I got a painmaker behind the bar.
Don't forget
Yeah.
this is.
It's a
Tony.
yeah, okay.
Matter of fact, you want to see mine?
Not stereotypical, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Sometimes stereotypes are based on
slash
fact.
kind of racist, but you know, whatever.
What?
Yeah, but we're not gonna go there.
Yeah, I know that was we talked about the Jim Cornette crap last week and the debacle and how people are stupid. This week we do have a question, and it actually has to do with one of our hosts.
What?
Oh yeah, that's right. We haven't shown him yet.
Have you guys not told me? As I said, I just forwarded all my emails to someone else. So I just,
Well, this came out. This actually was sent to our page, and we all
Oh.
have access to it. So you could have read this thing, but
oh,
apparently you don't pay attention to the page like I do. Let's see, where's it at? Okay, Paige from Barberton writes, why do you guys always pick on Miles Jacobs? One of these days he's going to kick both of your asses. P.S. Miles Jacobs is sexy. Okay.
Ooh, I got a fan.
You're not fooling anybody, mister. I made a fake
Stop sending
account.
stuff in,
Yeah,
okay?
stop sending stuff in. You want to know why we're meeting? I mean, you don't have to pretend to be somebody else. You can just ask. You have no problem telling
Yeah,
me.
all right. Now, seriously? No, I looked at the page because I thought he did do that. And the
Obviously
girl's
you
got
did.
pictures and stuff on there. I mean, it's a legit page. I mean,
I believe me, it's probably not a catfish.
It's definitely a catfish.
no, I mean, she's a chubby chaser, but not a catfish. Well, no, maybe she is a catfish because she's obviously a bottom feeder.
Yeah, sounds about right.
No, but seriously, listen. We don't pick on Miles Jacobs. I'm sick and tired of people saying that we do. We do not pick
I'm
on
getting
him.
sick and tired of you guys picking on me.
Oh, that's mighty millennial of you.
Yeah, walk
But
on
listen.
sunshine.
Well, unlike most millennials, I might actually start doing something.
Hold on. Do you need a timeout card? Where's it at?
Yeah, you need
No,
to-
I don't need a timeout card.
I'm going to say this, okay? Every week, I compliment this man on having the most pins at his high school. Every week, I brag about the fact that this man is an established amateur wrestler and you're making strides in the professional ranks. So I take a jab at his weight every once in a while. You don't think that if I had a flaw, he would take a jab at it?
Aren't those mine?
The
I've been looking for those.
What?
What the heck?
I broke
You
them.
stole my glasses?
But what?
I actually
Why would you
steal
steal my glasses, man?
I broke them, and so I put them aside until I could fix them. You're welcome.
Why'd you break my...
Pick
Nah,
on me.
those are not his. Those are my Lokes, aren't they?
Yeah. I actually did
Oh no,
bring my
your glasses!
here.
No, I did steal those.
I
Yeah,
don't
Yeah,
no,
those
I did
ones he
steal.
stole.
Yeah, those I
Those are
stole.
my
I
Lokes.
thought you were talking about those.
Oh,
Yeah, those
okay.
I actually
They're
stole.
already been broken.
Yeah, okay.
That's why they're there.
We should have him fix them.
So anyway, listen.
Hey, See? Who's picking on who?
I know, he's always constantly throwing jabs at us and stuff. Oh, we're not allowed to defend ourselves
Yeah.
anymore?
Sorry, I don't handle well to bullies, okay?
Right.
You bully me, I'm going to push back.
Wow, you guys are absolutely delusional.
And the only reason why we
Oh
both
my
team up on him is
gosh.
because he's technically the size of a tag team. And so when...
Yeah, basically,
Oh
we're
my
outnumbered.
goodness.
Yeah, I
yeah,
know,
yeah.
because he's got his 3-1, man, or 3-2.
It's another fat joke here. All right, yeah, keep going. Let's keep rolling on.
All right,
Because I'm going to
listen.
do what I do every week here at RCW
Ruin
Spotlight.
the
If you're
show.
going to hit me, you guys are going to hit me with all these jabs, all these insults, but I'm just going to let it roll off the shoulders and continue. I'm going to be here making this show what it is. The greatest wrestling show ever.
I agree with you on that part, the greatest wrestling show part.
It rolls off his shoulders because he doesn't have any.
Yeah, where are we?
Have you not seen my shoulders?
I have,
Oh, please
you
keep
haven't
your shirt
seen
on.
your
Oh,
shoulders.
buddy.
Listen, please.
Oh, buddy.
Listen.
Aside from your shoulders
Jason!
and a few other parts, there's a lot of things you haven't seen in a while
Yes.
on your
Anyway,
body.
oh my goodness.
You honestly
His
have
feet.
no
Um,
clue.
No, but seriously,
I got big feet.
we
You wouldn't know.
we pick on him out of love.
Yeah, I love to do it.
Right, exactly. That's what I meant. And so, if you think that we're doing that, it's because listen. Here's the thing. We know he's a tough guy. I mean, he's definitely not going to kick my ass.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You saw what happened when he wrestled
Hey.
Frankie in a battle royal,
I could easily beat him by myself.
right?
Hey.
I saw you throw him out.
Oh,
30 pounds, Rick Lee. 30 pounds is all I need to lose.
You know
Cut
what?
off
Go
a
get
leg
some
or
gastro
something.
I'll
bypass.
be
and
taking
boom.
that.
Taking
Right
it where?
Why? Do you think I'm going to lose it? Vinny ain't even going to show up. I'm guaranteeing it. That's why do you think I keep doing these matches? I hope so.
I really hope so, because I
Oh,
want
I
to see
do
you
too.
get your ass kicked. I do. I want to see it.
I was like, you know what? I was pulling for you in that battle royal, but now
No,
I
you
don't
weren't.
think so.
No, you weren't.
But
Oh,
he
your
had no
family. Your
chance.
family was though, which was
He had no
odd.
chance.
But all right.
No, not that battle royal. I was pulling for you.
Oh, thanks. Yeah,
I'm talking about the one coming up. This one.
Oh, the
coming up.
Christmas battle royal.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna be.
I'm pretty sure you were pulling for Ray, and
Oh no, that's just who I picked was
Ray.
gonna win.
the guy that I beat
Right.
this
He
week.
slipped. That dude
Slipped?
Okay.
I
Anyway.
submitted him. Not only did I beat him, I made him quit.
That doesn't sound
That's
right.
right. Okay, look, as you saw at the beginning of the program, there was a match between him and Ray. And, of course, he had his buddy Spike
He pulled
referee
it
that
right down
match.
the middle.
He refereed that match, and there's a reason why you beat him.
Because I wrapped in the S3, okay? The S3, and he tapped out.
Okay.
So like the S2 wouldn't have been good enough. You had to go up to 3.
By the
I
way,
had to go to
You
level 3.
By the way, that was aired last week. Where were you?
Yeah, what are you doing? You
Last
have to
week.
watch the show. Do you do anything?
No, I'm joking. He's like, oh, I'm
Pretty
what
sure
an
we were
idiot.
there last week.
Yeah, how is it possible?
Yeah, I know what happened last week.
I'm just checking. See, it's out of
It's all
fun.
for
We're just
fun.
having fun. Now, people, seriously, before we go to our first commercial break, can you really, next time you ask a question, can it be on an interesting topic? Anyway, we're going to go ahead.
I'm gonna have to get those people kicked out.
I know. I think they do
This
it on
is
purpose.
ridiculous.
Eviction
I'm
notice.
They
telling
know
you.
that we have
Yeah,
this going.
I'm gonna send out an eviction notice.
Yep.
So we're going to figure out what's going on here. We're going to take our first commercial break. But when we get back, we're going to talk another match here on 'Twas the Fight Before Christmas. All right, as you see, still haven't found myself a contender. So now we're going to go ahead and I found a guy who's very worthy. He's been wrestling for 7 years. He's actually one of my favorite wrestlers on the independents out in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. His name is the Pittsburgh Steeler, and I almost feel bad having to beat you. But this championship is on the line, and so you're not going to be able to get a chance for this. I don't care what people say. I know you're good. I know you're good. But I'm great. I'm the GOAT. And as you see, for your troubles, I will be handing out a participation trophy. Because you know what? Everybody's winners in the RCW. Go ahead and put this down. All righty. Sir, give me your pinky so that you don't do it like you did last week. There. Oh, wait, is that going to fall off your hand?
No, it's good.
It's going to fall off your hand, isn't it? That better not be your counting hand. All right. Now, I want my ring back when this match is over. My wife will kill you and
We'll
me.
see. We'll see about that.
All right.
You know the rules?
It's getting colder every week.
You know the rules? Of course you know the rules. You break them on a weekly basis.
I've never broken a rule in my life.
I'll check these just in case.
Oh, you're finally not checking my skin.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I got you under my skin. Come on, let's go. That's a Frank Sinatra song.
You ready?
Learn your music history.
You ready? Thanks for the ring, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Get her on.
All right, first things first. You're a Pittsburgh Steeler, one Steeler fan. two
Wow.
Steeler fan. No.
Sportsmanship out of Rick Lieb.
You see what he's wearing, man?
Oh!
All right. You don't even have to tell me to get back, ref. It's a Steeler. It's a Pittsburgh Steeler. I show respect for that. That's right.
What universe are we in?
Oh, it's like two baby faces wrestling.
Seriously, what universe are we in?
It's a respect match.
Get wrestling.
All right.
All right, hey, off the ropes. Off the ropes.
See, I'm gonna teach you kids something.
Yeah,
like that.
I'm gonna stay out of the middle of that.
You take a hard bump like that, and that was a hard bump, by the way. Obviously, you played football. You crawl out, you get to the rope. You don't let the guy cover you up because you never know. He might have a way of pinning you. Let me take my time right now. If you're a real referee, you'd know to count me. That's all right.
What do you say?
No.
What do you say?
No.
What do you say?
No.
Hey, watch the throat, Rick!
No.
What do you say? Hey, what do you say? Steal it! You quit? It's over!
Don't go away. Don't go away. Hold on. Here you go. Hey, you earned it, man.
Your
You
winner,
earned that participation trophy.
your winner, Rick Lieb.
Well, the search continues. Please show up, Vinny DiMarzo.
Rubber City Wrestling presents 'Twas the Fight Before Christmas, Saturday, December 21st at 6 p.m. at the Akron Turner Club in Talmadge, Ohio. The main event will be for the RCW Light Heavyweight Championship as Die Hard the Hunter defends his crown against Spike St. James. The Pinnacle will take on Team Beast. The Andolini brothers will face Aces Wild, plus many other great RCW wrestlers in action. Also, parents, register your children to receive a gift from Santa Claus as he will be making a special guest appearance during intermission. Tickets are $10 for general admission, $15 for front row. For more information, be sure to tune in to RCW Spotlight and visit our pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Rubber City Wrestling. Rubber City Wrestling, real professional wrestling, not that flippy stuff.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Now, before we get into our match, you said you had other things you wanted to say about
Yeah,
it.
so, Ray, I said this last week, and I'll say it again. You're tough. You really are really, really, really tough, man. And now that I've beaten you, and now I've seen what you...
Beating you because you had a referee that was...
I was able to firsthand see what your issue is. And this is just a little bit of a piece of advice. Get your head straight, man. Get your attitude right. Because that's the only thing you got slowing you down, man. You think that you're the next big deal.
He is the next big deal.
But he's not. Not the way he's been acting, and not his attitude. He needs to.
Confidence?
That's not confidence. That's arrogance. That's narcissism. He needs to tone it back and
He's a kid. He doesn't know.
really work on him. You know what I mean?
I'm going to tell you what.
And stop right on the Ray's coattails.
No, because I'm going to tell you something exactly. This is from Ray himself.
Okay.
And because we talked about it after that debacle. And he
Wasn't a
admitted,
debacle. I
was.
beat him fair and square.
you had Spike, your buddy, on there. He was the referee. Let me tell you something. All right.
It's not like we have referees on hand.
I'll referee it. You
All
think
right, fine.
Okay, but I'll
And I'll still beat him. The
Okay.
S3 will be
this
applied.
way I'll watch and I'll make sure that it. I'll call it right down the middle.
Ah.
You're my co-host.
Yeah, okay.
You're my co. No, I
Yeah,
will.
well-
I will.
I know exactly what's going to happen with that, but you know what? I'll take it.
Okay.
I know exactly what's going to happen.
What's going to happen is he's going to get it referee fair and square. Not going to have your buddy making sure that he doesn't count the pin that you were pinned. And then I'll be there and I will make sure that nothing is missed. I know what I'm doing. And when I do this, it'll be fair and square and I'm going to ref it. So next week we're going to do this again. And this time I'm going to guarantee Ray beats you. And no, I'm not helping you. Don't think about it like me doing this. I just know that Ray can beat you. I watched that match, and we all did, and I think that Ray can beat you.
I think on talent alone, yes, Ray could beat me. But he's not going to, not with the attitude that he has.
Okay, well, we'll see. Next week, tune in for that one because we're going to do the rematch next week. Anyway, let's talk about another match on this card, and it's actually one of the big matches of the night. I mean, I think it's the co-main event.
It is actually the biggest match because it has the biggest people in the match.
And you ain't kidding when you say big.
Yeah.
This is Kenny Hendricks, the champion, defends his super heavyweight championship against Brohemoth. Now, for those of you that are not aware of Brohemoth, this man,
He is.
he is.
Behemoth.
he-
He, bro.
That's what he says. You're not allowed to steal his material.
I can't help it. It's so good.
All right, look. Here's the deal. This man is literally Bam Bam Bigelow if he was black.
Yeah.
I mean, like with the agility, with the stuff. Bam Bam Terry Gordy is another one that comes to mind. You were watching film on him. What do you think?
I think this is going to be. I mean, Kenny Hendricks is far. I mean,
DeMar's
a guy
best.
that one of the more impressive wrestlers you'll ever see.
Right.
Not even just physically, but in the ring. But man, this is a challenge. This is quite possibly one of his biggest physically, and I mean, it's a big challenge. He's got a lot going. I mean,
It's going to be sorry. Kenny, all of his matches so far, except maybe Mike Smiley, he's always had an agility.
agile opponent.
No, he has. He's had a very slow, big opponent.
Sure.
Up till now, I think Kenny's going to have to change the way he wrestles to face Brohemoth just a
Kenny's
little
been
bit.
wrestling for years and years.
Yeah,
He's got
that's
the
true. He probably
experience.
has. He probably
He
already has the
definitely
game
has the
plan.
experience on how to beat anybody presented to him.
Got a point there too. I don't know what's going on with the building. I thought you said you're gonna buy the whole
I'm
building.
going to. I have something in the works.
Okay,
Yeah.
Get a little extra money,
Yeah.
a little something for fun.
Yeah,
Get
there
some
you go.
things happening.
Okay, well, hopefully
Well, we could
it
just go
happens.
up there and just tell him to stop.
Right.
It's funnier to buy it and throw everybody out of here.
I agree with you on that. I agree with him on that.
Yeah, but I
Kick
mean,
him out.
Yeah.
that's spending money.
I won't
To
spend.
walk,
I-
the
hold on.
the
I
only
won't
thing
be-
you'll be spending is calories.
I
if you
won't
just
be
go up there
spending-
and tell him to stop.
I won't be spending my money. I'm not stupid.
I love that we're actually talking about the noisemakers on the second floor when we could just be talking about this match. And that's what I'm going to do.
I'm sorry. Kenny's gonna
It's
win.
always him diverting us,
It
man.
is.
Kenny's gonna win
You think Kenny's going to win this
Kenny's
match?
gonna win.
Okay, now why?
because it's Kenny.
He's got a point.
He's got a great point.
It's Kenny's-
As much as I want to say, well,
a guy
that's,
that size with that much experience
And all that muscle?
That's tough.
Have you seen that? Have you seen this man?
okay,
it's
yes,
tough.
I've seen him.
It's
I
tough to go,
have
you
to. I have to go in and shake his hand every time I see him. He's one of the few baby faces, as you fans like to call it, you smarks out there want to call it. That I actually try and treat nice.
Well, you can see. Everyone can see why you have to treat him nice.
I'm not stupid. That's what it is. No one ever accused me of being dumb except for him when I called out his buddy.
Which was
Uh,
dumb.
That's not dumb. He's a big guy.
No, it's dumb.
No, actually, the truth is, I would beat Kenny Hendricks in a match. I believe this.
Oh my
100%.
goodness.
What is wrong with you?
You're so delusional,
If
Rick.
they ever do a title versus title match, I believe Kenny Hendricks would be the odd man out.
Why
of
haven't
that.
we done that?
Wait, a title versus title. So you're saying that
No,
you
but
would
the
destroy
titles would-
Die Hard?
Why not?
The titles wouldn't do that. No, well, I'm saying
You
I
just
would.
I
I
made
would
it
say
seem like
I
it was
did
a
not
three-way
say I would
dance.
destroy him. I said Kenny Hendricks would be the guy that would be on the bottom. He would lose to both of us.
Well,
That's
because
my-
at that
I
point
don't
it'd be
know.
a 2-on-1.
That's a match I'd like to see. Not
So-
obviously not title for title
No,
for
no,
title.
the titles wouldn't be on the line.
But boy, wouldn't that be
A three-way
full match.
dance between the
Three-way
three
dance
Or why not a
between the
four-way?
champions?
Why not throw in Marcus Knight?
Wow,
Well,
there you
hands
go.
down, Marcus Knight.
I would
Well, there you
definitely
go.
win.
How would that
You know,
be
Marcus,
for a
let me
match?
tell you something, okay? I've been in a match against Marcus Knight and won, so I don't want to hear it. I'm undefeated
think
against
you-
him.
I don't think
I'm
you can do it.
undefeated against you, Marcus Knight, and you like to. And I let
How'd
Little
that go
Sister
again?
Pinnacle go ahead and act like they're a good one. They're a good faction, but let's be honest. The only real faction in RCW or in professional wrestling today is the Way. I mean, and we've proven that time and time again.
Someone's gonna.
Rolex time and Rolex time again. Just saying.
Someone is going to take you down a peg or three,
No,
and it's gonna happen.
You
It's
hear
gonna
this-
happen very soon.
you hear this, princess?
Yeah, who's gonna do
Somebody's saying that.
Well, Vinny DiMaggio shows up. The video.
You know,
will-
he-
that?
We all
shows
know.
up.
Yeah,
But I think the Rogue is on the hunt again. By the way.
He'll be
the Rogue has already been taken out of the equation because I beat him in his title match. Bye-bye.
Yeah, but now
Bye-bye.
he has,
Time
now
for
he
other
has
people.
Team Beast behind
No,
him.
now I have to just keep on wrestling against a bunch of other people, and that's what I do. That is what I do. Anyway,
Let's see.
with that being said, me personally, I think it's it. I believe Kenny Hendricks might be the best physical specimen in professional wrestling today. He is the Lex Luger of our time. But don't get me wrong. Just because you've got big muscles and you're strong doesn't mean you're always going to win. And so Brohemoth, in my opinion, is the one guy. He's not only big, but he's so damn agile. Like I said, he's Bam Bam Bigelow. He's Bam Bam Terry Gordy. He's Bam Bam pretty much. You know, Flintstones. Anyway, and so in my opinion, I think this is the one. This is the time Kenny Hendricks finally meets his match. And I'm not saying this because I have a problem with Kenny Hendricks. I'm saying this because I believe Brohemoth is the real freaking deal. You understand? Who are you taking in this match, by the way?
Man, I gotta go with Kenny. I mean,
'Cause
that
it's,
guy- because of his experience.
And that's another. I mean, yes, he's got the experience, but see, to me, he's just getting too old. You know,
He's almost old enough to be in the way.
First of all,
Wow.
what is your problem with us?
Why
man?
are you always picking on us?
Right?
Honest, you're not part of the way.
Whoa! I just got.
Well,
What is
you know,
that?
I mean, but it still hurts when you say things about my.
Oh, look! Paige from Barberton writes, "Why is the vat guy always picking on the two other guys?"
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
okay.
pretty sure she wrote
whatever.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Paige,
She should have wrote that.
like Paige exists.
I know, right?
Paige does exist.
Yeah.
And she likes me.
Right. Apparently.
Well, that can't be true. No one likes you.
Yeah. Good Lord. Anyway, guys, so that's going to be a great match. I'm looking forward to it, but I think we've talked
You
enough.
know what I'm not looking forward to?
What's that?
The guests. Wait, hold on a second. So Spike's coming in, and Die Hard's coming in.
At the same time.
We don't have enough seats.
Oh, you didn't read your
Maybe
email.
we
did
just
you?
have Maybe we just have Die Hard sit this one out.
Oh, no, wait. We got some bad news for you. You have to share the back of the bar with
Oh
someone.
no. we're
Yeah.
good.
It's
Yeah,
not gonna
be
be
Die
I'd like
Hard.
to say me, but
You're absolutely welcome back here. It's gonna
it's
be.
gonna be the guy that you can't. That's got to leave every week.
How's he even gonna get back here?
Look at that.
Oh, for Pete's
Look
sake.
at that. All right. Well, we're gonna
You
go
didn't
ahead.
make your bar small enough.
We're gonna go ahead and take a commercial break.
Don't
But
cut
when we
that
come
camera off,
back-
cameraman. If you do, then I have to go through with this crap.
You're gonna have to cut it off. We'll be back in a minute with both Die Hard and Spike St. James.
It's the worst.
Hey, Rick, what are you doing with those toys?
Nothing.
Really? Because it looks Looks like you're trying to steal them.
Would I do something like that?
Really, Richard? Did you forget that we're collecting toys for the first annual Toys for Tots Children's Hospital quarter auction for Martina Cordy?
No. Actually, you caught me donating.
Yeah.
What day is it again?
Actually, I got it right here on my phone. I was just reading it. It's Saturday, December 14th at the Barberton Moose Bingo Hall. The doors open at 2 and the auction starts at 3.
Well, yeah, and don't you forget to get your new unopened toys to donate for one of the raffles, too. See? I'm bringing it in.
Yeah, that's what...
It's the first annual Memorial Quarter Auction honoring Martina Cordy, December 14, 2019, at Barberton Moose Lodge Bingo Hall on 272 31st Street, Northwest Barberton, Ohio 44203. Doors open at 2 p.m. $5 paddles. Additional paddles are $2 each. All-in paddles and concessions available. Help us raise money for Toys for Tots and Akron Children's Hospital. Donate new unwrapped toys and earn raffle tickets. Donate hats, gloves, scarves, or new children's socks for more chances to win. Benefiting Akron area children in need. Keeping alive the legacy of Martina Cordy by making Christmas wishes come true.
I got my quarters ready. Do you?
He's a weird guy. I can't get a hold of him now.
Rubber City Wrestling presents 'Twas the Fight Before Christmas, Saturday, December 21st at 6 p.m. at the Akron Turner Club in Talmadge, Ohio. The main event will be for the RCW Light Heavyweight Championship as Die Hard the Hunter defends his crown against Spike St. James. The Pinnacle will take on Team Beast. The Andolini brothers will face Aces Wild, plus many other great RCW wrestlers in action. Also, parents, register your children to receive a gift from Santa Claus as he will be making a special guest appearance during intermission. Tickets are $10 for general admission, $15 for front row. For more information, be sure to tune in to RCW Spotlight and visit our pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Rubber City Wrestling. Rubber City Wrestling, real professional wrestling, not that flippy stuff.
Hey, Rick, what are you doing with those toys?
Nothing.
Really? Because it looks like you're trying to steal them.
Would I do something like that?
Really, Richard? Did you forget that we're collecting toys for the first annual Toys for Tots Children's Hospital quarter auction for Martina Cordy?
No. Actually, you caught me donating.
Yeah.
What day is it again?
Actually, I got it right here on my phone. I was just reading it. It's Saturday, December 14th at the Barberton Moose Bingo Hall. The doors open at 2 and the auction starts at 3.
Well, yeah, and don't you forget to get your new unopened toys to donate for one of the raffles, too. See? I'm bringing it in.
Yeah, that's what...
It's the first annual Memorial Quarter Auction honoring Martina Cordy, December 14, 2019, at Barberton Moose Lodge Bingo Hall on 272 31st Street, Northwest Barberton, Ohio 44203. Doors open at 2 p.m. $5 paddles. Additional paddles are $2 each. All-in paddles and concessions available. Help us raise money for Toys for Tots and Akron Children's Hospital. Donate new unwrapped toys and earn raffle tickets. Donate hats, gloves, scarves, or new children's socks for more chances to win. Benefiting Akron area children in need. Keeping alive the legacy of Martina Cordy by making Christmas wishes come true.
I got my quarters ready. Do you? Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Today we have very special guests, not guest, but well, one special guest and a Spike. No, but seriously, the main event, as we mentioned earlier on the show, the main event for 'Twas the Fight Before Christmas. I'm pointing to the flyer down here in case people don't know what I'm talking about or why I'm doing that. 'Twas the Fight Before Christmas, Light Heavyweight Championship. Die Hard's title on the line. You will be facing this man, Spike St. James, who won a match out of 3 guys after you kind of eliminated one guy.
I just was voicing my opinion.
Okay.
That's all that was.
All right. So, first things first, you made comments a long time ago about how you are the light. You're nodding yes to this. You are the light heavyweight division.
Yeah.
I'm interested personally in understanding where you're coming from with that.
It's as simple as this. When you look back at any history involving RCW, the mainstays in the light heavyweight division were me and Crowley. Mm-hmm. I am the light heavyweight division because when this guy, after we had our match, he took off and decided that he wanted to fight you instead.
Right.
Through all those injuries and all that stuff, all that crap that you put him through. And then when he finally beat you, he joined you. And he stayed out of the light heavyweight division while Crowley and I were left to carry it.
Okay.
It's that simple.
Without me in the light heavyweight division, what would you carry? Certainly not any gold.
That's because, as it is today, back then, RCW management was in the back pocket of that little group whose shirt you're wearing right now.
Number one, that's a shot at both of us. Nobody was in anyone's back pocket. When Tony T took over, he saw that we were the guys who brought in the money, and so he obviously put the money where it belongs, in the hands of the guys who drew crowds, the guys who put asses in 18 inches across the entire arena. That's what we do. Or a couple of, Miles Jacobs fans will need about 36 inches to maybe 40. I don't know.
Don't do math in public, Rick.
2-seaters. A couple 2-seaters going on there. But, yeah, you know what I'm trying to get at. We put butts in seats. And that's exactly what it is. And before that, I know what you're saying. You're saying, you're saying that Kevin, the guy that ran it before, he kind of leaned toward us. And he did.
He orchestrated the attack that put him on the shelf.
Yeah, well, he did.
And I was there. I watched it happen.
Gave me a vacation.
And since then, we've apologized.
Why would you apologize?
When did Kevin have?
Because
When
he's
did
a
Kevin
brother. He's a
Hoxton,
brother.
Kevin Kenders,
Now
what the
he
hell
is.
his name is, have an
Yeah.
opportunity to apologize to him? I haven't seen Kevin Kenders in 2 years.
Well, that doesn't mean that we still don't hang out with the man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he came to the last event just to watch us wrestle. I mean, he still supports us. He's just sold the company. And when of course, Tony T and Marty Jannetty bought the company, they realized, hey, well, more Tony T is crap just because I beat him in wrestling a couple of years ago.
And he hasn't got over it yet.
No,
I don't think he ever
He holds
will.
a grudge, man. He holds a grudge. Anyway, I want to explain something to you. First of all, you see that you're staring at champions, right? And what
Belts
championships?
that you were
What
handed
championships come
under the guise
Come gold?
that having a
And cash.
tournament to
Lots of
crown a
cash.
light heavyweight champion would be too expensive, when at the last RCW event, all of the guys that would have been in that tournament were in the building wrestling matches, so we all know that that was a load of crap.
I don't believe you. I think that you're just trying to, you know, you're reaching.
Oh, I
And
think
get
he's
it.
referring to the participation trophy.
Which one's the
Okay,
participation trophy?
he sold it because I had to forfeit this.
Right.
Because I don't make weight class.
And you had to forfeit this to the guy who held the title right before you, which
And instead of
is
being
in their
made
rules.
to earn that belt, he was handed that
And
belt.
I
But he
earned
never
it.
lost the
I
championship.
never lost a
So they
title,
ended it. And
The
since
thing
then,
is
he's
that you
defended
beat a
it.
heavyweight for a heavyweight title, and then had because of the enforcement of the rules, according to Tony T. I don't know how much I actually buy that, okay, but according to Tony T, because of the enforcement of the rules, you had to vacate the RCW title, and it goes back to you. Okay, fine. And then he hands you that. It was a slap in the face to me, to Crowley, to
Okay.
Ray Stewart,
Okay,
who is
okay.
your nephew, by the way, because
Hold
we
on.
were not afforded the opportunity to earn that championship because it was handed to
Hold
you.
on.
Now
hold
you
on.
have an opportunity.
No, wait a minute. You just got your opportunity at the last show.
Yeah, after
To
I had to wrestle two
earn
guys,
this.
there should have been a tournament. It should have been. I should have had the opportunity from the outset.
I have wrestled every member of the light heavyweight division so far in every show, right? I have been at every
You want to call
RCW
Jeffrey
show.
LaRocque a member of the light
Look,
heavyweight.
that's Tony T's pick, and I took care of LaRocque, okay? And next show, the Angelinis will take care of LaRocque, okay? So LaRocque's not even in contention.
You know what? I'm
All
going
right.
to give you this. It's on the house, man.
I told you.
He can be okay.
You know what?
So I'm going to interject real quick. I apologize, Mr. Diehard.
Good stuff.
But
Strong stuff.
Right, exactly. I get the.
you've only had individual matches so far with your contenders. You haven't had the wrestle tournament. You know, and wrestling light heavyweights is completely different than wrestling a heavyweight such as Rick
First
Lee.
of all, what would you
Okay?
know about wrestling light heavyweights?
You know, I used not to be this big. I used to be about.
You wrestled
wrestling
at
size.
3?
Oh, wait. Hold
Okay,
on.
yeah.
Hold on.
I'm 207 pounds.
I
So
used
even
to-
if
and
you
I
were
used
my
to-
size, you would have still been a heavyweight.
185.
I wrestled my senior year at 195 pounds.
Okay, so then you would have been right. And actually,
Okay.
but listen, let's. I get it. You know, you're Bruce Springsteen and us all with these glory days, and I'm going to tell you something about this, okay?
Which is the whole way group.
When you were, okay, whatever.
Bunch of glory days.
When a bunch of guys that are still in their glory.
Buckeye Club.
Buckeye it is.
Okay, but we're rich.
Wait, hey,
we
hey,
are rich.
You know what I'm saying?
okay?
We're making all the. Do you
Well,
see?
you know, if I were able to pull out of my 401k, I'd be rich too.
This is a $31,000 Rolex. I'm afraid to ask how much all those
It's really
diamonds
easy to buy a
cost on Die
Rolex
Hard.
when AARP pays all your medical bills.
Right, AARP.
Well, when you're good, you don't need to pay medical bills, right?
Right, exactly.
Tell that to your knee.
Knee's fine.
Knee's fine.
It's
With
bionic now.
AARP.
We'll find out.
He's better now than ever. Oh, so we now know his game plan is to work on your knee. So be careful of the knee. You know what? He's got an amateur background too, by the way. So you both have these great amateur. And I'm not taking anything from you. I know this man here holds the record at Talmadge High School for the most pins. The most pins. You're aware of that. I know that I've looked you up. You went to Ellett High School, and you hold the record for the most wins by a light heavyweight, or whatever it was, the
featherweight,
too light to count weight.
Yeah.
But I also know that they probably didn't have anybody your weight, so you probably got a couple free ones. So my thing is this. No, all jokes aside, because Everybody knows
I'm just. Hold on, right there. What you what?
I wrestled up weight classes.
Okay, but you just you condemn me for doing
yes,
it.
You just got through
condemning me.
I didn't condemn you for doing it
because I went out.
I was still wrestling other light heavyweights or lightweights, which is what we call them in amateur. We don't call them light heavyweights. There's heavyweight and there's lightweight.
Yeah,
it's not my fault. It is not my fault that RCW did not have any competition in the light heavyweight division. Then I'm sorry.
Spike
Maybe
was there.
you need to talk.
Crowley was there.
Look, I wrestled Spike before I went from light heavyweight to heavyweight.
No competition. So I'm not competition. Crowley's not competition.
Then you're not. Then you was not. I'll give you that. Then you was
not.
not.
Akuma?
Where's he at?
He was in RCW.
Where's he at?
He also wrestled me. I beat the crap out of him, remember?
Weight classes were not enforced back then. When I got the opportunity to jump up and go after this, yeah, okay, yeah, I can be a heavyweight. Then I seen the payday.
I'm going to say this right now. In your defense, and don't, this won't happen too often. The light heavyweight division is stacked. It is stacked. You're right. The Great Akuma, one of the best wrestlers I've ever been in the ring with, and had he not spit that mist in my face and had the decision overturned, thank you, Kevin. Then I would have had that loss, that blemish on my record. But the beauty of it is, he is a cheater. He did spit that crap on me when I wrestled him fair and square. Even though he came in there and started doing all that dumb Oriental flips all over the ground, crawling and looking like a weirdo. I did flippy stuff aside. I still beat the crap out of him. You know, I've been in the ring. Me and Die Hard have beat the crap out of each other. So, and I've even wrestled you. And guess what? You impressed me in the ring. I know what you're capable of. And trust me, he knows what you're capable of. I'm not taking anything away from you as a wrestler. What I am taking away from you is that you fight too much with emotion and not enough with that thing right there. And when you put your emotions into it and still want to be the fan favorite so everybody thinks you're just a swell guy, that equals loss. And that's the reason why you never walk around with any gold around your waist, and we do.
Here's the mistake that you're making, is that yes, the fans cheer for me. Yes, they like me, but I'm going to go out there and do the same thing regardless. And you talk about the emotion being a hindrance. That emotion is what got me this #1 contendership.
I'm pretty sure him taking Crowley out
helped with that #1 contendership.
I'm not trying to take anything away from Crowley,
but
I've beaten him enough times to know that it would have ended the same way.
That just sounds cocky.
It's not cocky if you back it up.
Kid Rock.
What a heel.
Yeah.
They call us heels. Good.
Look, I will give you all the credit in the world, Twiggy. Okay? You, of everyone that's left in the light heavyweight division that I have not faced, you stand the greatest chance of them all.
Oh, yeah.
I
give him that.
Give you that.
Because he's got not only amateur background, but he's got the professional background.
And I am not looking to come in here, and this is not going to be a Die Hard the Hunter versus Jeffrey LaRocque match. I know that. I know when I step into that squared circle, it's going to be a fight.
One thing that people need, that they also forget, Die Hard wrestled in Kenmore High School. And, you know, mind you, he may not hold any records there because they have a lot better wrestlers on the roster, but he definitely still knows what he's doing. I mean, I would put my money on Die Hard if you guys were to get down there on the mat right, you know, like right up. I would put my money on Die Hard. I'd say he'd pin you. I mean, you know.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Why?
No. Just no.
You got something to say, Porky?
First off, he has a reach advantage over you.
Oh no, reach. Yeah, like how you're reaching for this championship but not able to.
Yeah, just can't. It's just out of that reach.
You're so close. Ooh, so close. I feel like I need a fishing rod and a dollar bill.
We live in the real world.
No.
Okay, where you get judged by when you walk into an establishment and you got gold and you got diamonds and you open your wallet and you pull out 10 grand at any time.
See, I don't wear mine. You think I don't have that stuff at home?
Then why don't you wear it? If you have it, you wear it.
Right.
You flaunt it. Yeah. You show it off. When you walk into a building, and I'm going to give you some free advice, okay? I played the, I want to live for the fans type role, okay? But the thing that woke me up was I live for the fans. They didn't live for me.
Right.
They said I sold them out. I turned on them. Why is it when every no good whatever you want to call it, did something wrong in wrestling, they look for Die Hard to come and fix the problem.
Yeah,
Why?
because he was that good, and that's what we noticed in him.
So I can sit back and watch all these fans sit out here, stuff their face with pizza, drink pop, sit there and swell out, have to undo their pants to breathe.
I'm gonna go one further, okay? When Die Hard walks to the ring, this is a well-decorated veteran of a war. He was in, well, which one was it? Desert Storm? Okay. No, it was not World War II. Stop.
Being good, you asked
You're
me to
funny.
be good. I'm being
You're
good.
funny. It's a funny joke, but the truth is,
I don't
he was
think
in
war is
Operation.
a joke.
Listen, he was in Desert Storm. Okay. Now, when this man walks to the ring, every single person in that crowd should be standing and saluting him. Not one person. Oh, they're clapping, but that's not the respect that he deserved. He deserved a salute. You know why? Because he's an American hero. Because of this man, those people are able to go to those events and watch wrestling. Because of this man, those people have the freedom to do what they want, and what they should have wanted was to stand and salute, but instead, all they could think about is themselves and their own personal needs. They weren't cheering him on because they loved the man and the soldier that he is. They were cheering him on for their own personal gratification. And that's not the reason why you cheer on somebody. The truth is, they really didn't like him. They just hated his opponent so much. And he recognized this. And when he recognized it and we talked, we finally met at a bar, and instead of fighting like we had been doing for all these years, we sat down like men and we talked about it. He finally realized, you know what? The way is right. We do need to rid the world of number one, untrained wrestlers. I think everybody that's in any real professional wrestler can agree with it. And you're a real professional wrestler, so I get that. But we also don't like people that don't use the dress code. There's a dress code in professional wrestling. You know, you should be wearing the proper in-ring attire, and I think you can also agree with that. Because I've seen,
money on mine.
Yes, you have, and that's exactly it. You spend money to get money, and then on top of all that, there's just there's other things that just drive me nuts, and one of them is people that wrestle for the fans and not for themselves. And to me, that's a yard card also.
You sit there, you put your body on the line. You have been in matches where the next day you do not want to get out of bed.
Right.
I know you have. We all have. Okay, and I've seen your matches. You have taken it to the limit. I will give you that. All right? Those fans don't think about us the next day. So why should we think about them?
Right.
Day after my match, and I'm sore and can't get out of bed, and all but the last match. Okay, I was fine getting out of bed the next day after that one. But
And I'm not doing for them. I'm not doing this for the fans. I'm doing this because you didn't earn that.
I didn't earn that.
You did
How
not
can
earn
you
that
say
right
I
because
have-
you didn't beat me for it.
What makes you think you were worthy to be beat?
Listen, when I am exactly what I say that I am. I am the RCW light heavyweight division. I am the Kogashuko of the RCW light heavyweight division. Do you know what the Kogashuko is?
No.
The Kogashuko is the boss, the final boss. That title reign of yours is not legitimate until you are standing across the ring from me.
So I'm supposed to call you a boss?
You say balls?
Boss.
Well, I'm trying to figure something out. What makes you think?
Wait. Did you call yourself Kahoni Shuko's balls?
Kogashuko.
All right. Well, I heard differently.
I'll have to look that up.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead.
We wrestled once before.
Mm-hmm.
The very first RCW light heavyweight match. How'd that turn out for you?
You want to know how it turned out?
I want to know how that turned out for you.
You pinned me.
Okay.
Do you remember why?
I'd looked at it. It's irrelevant. But the point is,
Wait. I
You
want to hear.
lost.
I want to hear his excuse.
It's-
why.
but yet you
completely
think
irrelevant.
that you're entitled to
It's
this?
completely irrelevant. The only reason you beat me is because he hit you. He hit me instead of you.
So you paid me. So in other words, you tell me you paid him to help you win, and it didn't work.
The LA Guns and the Andolinis have a long-standing relationship.
So whose fault is that?
I didn't have my glasses on.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I
I'm
have been to
sorry.
war with the Andolinis. They are.
What he doesn't realize is who paid more.
But again, that's the only reason why you.
When
beat
you get a win against me, you can talk. When you can stand in the same ring with me and say, I've taken it to the limit, I have beaten you, now I have this. You can't say that. So you call yourself the boss all you want. You're lucky when you got a bed at night to crawl your little happy butt to the bathroom for your 3 a.m. leak, that you could be the boss of your own zipper. I have been through hell and back to get gold. I have earned every bit of gold on my body. What have you earned?
What have
Nothing
I earned?
but a main event shot to be in the ring with the greatest light heavyweight champion RCW has ever seen.
Only RCW light heavyweight
I mean, that's why.
RCW has ever
Because
seen.
he's never
And
lost
what
it.
What have I earned? How about the 7 tag team championships that I earned, including the first ever RCW tag team championship? Did you guys forget that? How about the first ever FCWF American Heritage Championship? That was me too.
Who has that now?
Only because
Who has
you
that
and
now?
I haven't been in the ring
Wait.
together.
Not only are you that champion, that's right, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
You're a multiple champion. But you guys lost your tag team titles to who?
Come on.
Well, there's a will, there's a way.
Put this one
Johnny
on me
Go
either.
got pinned by Max Cortez.
Oh,
Right.
see, now they're not team anymore. Now he's naming his buddy out. He got pinned by Max Cortez.
It was Johnny Go that got pinned.
Okay, but he was part of your team. That's the difference between your little teams and the way.
Yeah, we
We
as
don't
a team,
single
but we win as a
each
team.
other out.
Usually we win as a team.
Yeah, always.
I'd like to speak up. This is the worst day ever for me. I have to deal with so much. And somebody's crowding out my... touching me. It keeps happening. Can we make this stop? How long have we been going?
We've been going for a
1,000
while.
years?
I'll tell you what, everybody, he's got a point there. It's time to wrap this thing up. Definitely want to check this out. It's coming up really soon. So Saturday, December 21st, Akron Turner Club. That address is 547 Monroe Falls Road in Talmadge, Ohio, 44278. Look it up. Die Hard the Hunter in the main event against Spike St. James. It'll be a great match. I believe it will be a great match. I believe that you will definitely bring it. I'm not taking that away from you, and neither is he. But don't think he's going into this not
I'm
expecting
not
you to
trying to
bring
take
it.
anything away from him either.
You're not going to take
Except for
anything
that,
away.
yeah.
We'll see.
Anyway,
We will see.
4, of course, Spike St. James.
Twiggy.
Twiggy. 4,
Mr.
Frankie
Miserable.
Andolini. 4, Miles Jacobs. And, of course, my good friend, my brother, Die Hard the Hunter. I am your role model, Rick Lieb, throwing it to Frankie Andolini.
Everyone get out. Everyone just get out. You can stay. Everyone else just... You can stay. Everyone else get out.
I ain't
Leave.
gonna pay my
How about
tab.
you
You
get
better
out?
tell Die Hard he
My
can
bar,
stay.
Alan, you get
Do I
out.
not- Does that mean I don't have to pay
I'm
the
gonna
tab?
knock you.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the show. If you could do me a favor, please subscribe to this channel. It would help a lot. Thank you.